Kitsap Humane Society's former digs were a little rough around the edges, but its new adoption center is just perfect. Isn't that right, Jade and Apollo? We'll take you on a tour on this week's Beat Blast next. Welcome back to this edition of the Beat Blast, sponsored by the Admiral Theater. Story number 1, this ain't your grandfather's dog pound anymore. Kitsap Humane Society has just opened this $6 million state-of-the-art adoption center, a quieter, more roomy facility that should help draw together better pets and their potential families.
We have a lot of flexibility in this space for different housing options for pets with different behavior needs, and it's really helping support the pets better so that they can show, all their good sides to adopters when they come in to look for a new member of their family. Having the dog kennels broken up into multiple rooms as opposed to one large room is really making it a lot easier for dogs to feel comfortable and safe, and so they're being less vocal, having a lot less anxiety.
A grand opening for the facility will start at 11:45 a.m. on October 26th to run all day at the home of the Kitsap Humane Society off Dickey Road. Story number 2. Speaking of animals, you might see plants like blackberries and scotch broom around the Cook Creek Regional Stormwater Facility as invasive. But to 120 goats, it is a seemingly endless buffet.
We do this because it's a really eco-friendly, sustainable way to control vegetation without using lots of, gas-emitting machinery and getting away from using the poisons. And goats are great because they can go where people and machines cannot go easily or safely. So, for example, this site has got very steep hills and they can climb it very easily. And they also sterilize the seeds in their digestive process, which I call the superpower of goats.
Story number 3. Kids at the Sycamore Tree Preschool got a special lesson this past week in how to drop, cover, and hold during an earthquake. The training was created by a military veteran who wanted to make sure kids know what to do in the event the big one comes.
If the room starts to rock, stop what you're doing and drop everyone down.
I'm Heather Beal. I'm the founder of Blocks, and one of our favorite programs we like to do is our campaign Early Prepare. We go to different child care programs around the Kitsap County and we give earthquake training. It's a story time training. The kids get to interact with the book, learn what to do to be safe, and we hope have a lot of fun and take it back home so their families can be safer too.
Story number 4. The Navy has embraced 3D printing to create everything from spare parts on ships to entire submarine hulls. A new exhibit at the Puget Sound Navy Museum explores this exciting new technology.
So additive manufacturing, or 3D printing, basically builds up products by laying down layers of different materials like plastic or metal or some other things. And the Navy's using it all over. So there are 3D printers on board naval warships. They're hoping eventually they can actually produce parts that are needed while they're at sea. There are also 3D printers in the shipyard being used to make some single-use parts for all the really specialized tasks they do over there. You might not expect to hear about 3D printing when you walk into a Navy history museum, but it really is history in the making.
Finally, story number 5. What's on tap for your weekend? Sponsored by Silver City Brewery Tap Room. If you enjoy the work of this region's best photographers, including those who've worked at the Kitsap Sun, an exhibition of photojournalism happens this Friday from 5 to 7:30 p.m. in the Olympic College's Bremerton Art Gallery, which is located within Building 7. Parking is free and there will be refreshments. That's our show for this week. Special thanks to our sponsors and those of you who subscribe to the Kitsap Sun. We could not do this without you. See you next time. I'm gonna do a little interview with you guys, okay? All right. What's your views on the current state of Sino-U.S. relations and the trade war? What do you guys think? You sophisticated little kitty cats? You have any opinions on things? You're gonna go home with somebody. You're too cute to be here.